Okay, whenever you're ready.
Hello again. I'm saying again because this is the 50th cut I've done of this. Thanks for checking out our video for our London trip. In lieu of a large parent meeting, we will be discussing the specifics of our fundraising process in this video. Students have been given information, and we want to make sure parents had an opportunity to hear exactly what we're going to do. If you have any questions after watching this video, please do not hesitate to get in touch with me or one of the other chaperones. First, the bottom line is that all students owe $350 to Blythewood High School. This $350 will go towards entrance fees and travel costs while we are in London. Specifically, as has been stated before, this money will be used for the London Pass, entrance to Canterbury Cathedral, and round-trip train tickets to the towns of Windsor and Canterbury. We have discussed many options for fundraising, and of course all have their advantages and disadvantages. But we do think the option we have chosen will give us the best opportunity to make as much money as possible, and therefore limiting any money that the student or mom and dad would have to pay out of pocket. With that in mind, the $350 can be satisfied in either of two ways. Option 1, students can turn in the $350 in the form of a check or cash directly to the school. Doing this means that the student would need to do no further fundraising. Simply bring us the check, you're clear. Option 2 is that students can sell what are known as the Enjoy the City coupon books. Each book essentially costs $20, and we keep $10 profit for every book that we sell. This means technically that a student would need to sell 35 books in order to satisfy the $350 he or she would be responsible for. Okay, with this option, if you don't sell the 35 books, the student will be responsible for making up the difference in profit to get to the $350. How this will work is you will receive one sample coupon book and an order form. Okay, you'll take orders, you'll collect the money at the time of the order, you'll turn in your order form, and then they will deliver the books to you, and then you will deliver the books to the people who purchased them. It's that simple. Okay? If you sell less than 35 books, you owe whatever the difference is. So for instance, if you only sold 25 books, that would mean your profit would be $250. You would owe $100 cash to meet the $350. Okay? The advantage of doing it this way is that parents don't end up having to buy any unsold books. We're not going to send students home with 35 books. They might get lost, as much as we like to think they won't, but they might get lost, and I don't want parents to have to end up paying double for some books that were unsold. Okay, today in our meeting, all students were given a form. This form has a place for you to indicate which option you would like to choose. Students and parents need to sign this form, and before signing, make sure you ask us any questions that you need to ask. We're flexible and open to anything that you need. We don't want this to be a major burden, but we also, it costs money to travel. Please do not hesitate to ask us any questions. I can't say that enough. Parents, I just sent an email out after the meeting, and it has this form attached to it. And we need this form back. This is the important part. The form needs to be turned back in by December 2nd. And that form is due on December 2nd. Then, the week before winter break, all students will receive their forms, their order forms and sample books, and then they will have the week before winter break and all the, the 2 weeks of winter break to sell their allotment of books. Then they will turn in all their money and any difference they need to make up by January 5th. That's the second day after we come back to school in the spring. All of this is listed in your parent email that I sent out, and all of this is listed on the stuff that I gave the kids today. If you have any questions, we want you to call us. We want you to be comfortable and understand what you're committing to, and we want to make sure we get all your questions answered. Thanks for watching. Cheers.